Hello, dear friends. So, today we are going to cover another important topic in grammar, that is active and passive. What is active and what is passive? If someone asks us, give us one simple definition so we can say active and passive are two different types of sentences but having the same meaning. Can you repeat after me? Active and the passive voice are two different types of sentence but having the same meaning. One example I will give you, then you will understand more better. Ramu closed the door. The door was closed by Ramu. रामू ने दरवाजा बंद किया और दरवाजा रामू के द्वारा बंद हुआ. ऑब्वियसली अलग अलग तरीके से शब्दों का इस्तेमाल किया गया, सेंटेंस अलग अलग है लेकिन मीनिंग जो है वो एक ही है. अब इन सेंटेंस को कैसे कन्वर्ट करें एक्टिव टू पैसिव में, तो सबसे पहले जैसे कि मैं हमेशा कहता हूँ हमको क्या आना चाहिए, टेंसेस आने चाहिए. तो वी हैव द टेंस लाइक सिंपल प्रेजेंट, वी ऑल्सो हैव द प्रेजेंट कंटिन्यूस, प्रेजेंट परफेक्ट कंटिन्यूस, देन सिंपल पास्ट, past continuous, past perfect and past perfect continuous, simple future, future continuous, future perfect and future perfect continuous. So here I will write down the qualities of active, that means जो tense को follow करते हैं या फिर जो tenses वाले sentence होते हैं. For example, in tense simple present what do we see? We see do and does types of sentence like I do or he doesn't do, he plays or she doesn't play. And in the present continuous we have am, are and is. In present perfect we have two qualities, have and has, and in present perfect continuous have, has, been. Let us talk about now simple past. Do की second form obviously did. So in simple past we always use the second form of the verb, and in past continuous was and were. You may be calling it were, but I call it were. And here is had and had been. And in future we use will be, will have and will have been. Now here I will write the passive, how we will convert it into passive. So whenever you see a sentence in simple present, so just below is we have am, are, is. So you will write down in front of simple present am, are, is, and this formula is very much important. And for present continuous, same word we will write down am, are, is, but one more word we will add, that is being. And for have or has, just the below word have or has been, have or has been. And for have or has been we do not have to write anything. So the method right now which I have told you, the same method would be followed for the past tense and for the future tense. Let us do it. So did, for did we will write down just the below word was and were. And for was and were we will write down same word was and were, and the word we have to add is being. And for this past perfect, just the below word had been, and for had been obviously we do not have to write anything. And for will be, and for will be being, and for will have been, and for this we will not write anything. Okay, so one more rule we need to learn other than this is we have in sentence subject, helping verb, main verb, and then the object. So whenever the sentence is written like this, then obviously it is the active, and when you are converting into passive, then this object will go as the main subject will become. So object and the subject will go at the end, and the helping verb will remain on the same place. But always we need to follow, this is the quality, or we can say this is very much must for this passive sentence, that verb third form we have to use, and here also verb third form. So this two method you need to follow. I think it is very easy if you know the tenses, and we do not have to know tenses also, because if you see this MR is obviously the same word. If you write down, we will add the being. If we see have and has, just we have to add the word been, and same thing will be followed. So let us try to see one example. Monu opened the door. What we have learned, the subject will go behind, but the object here, the object is door, and the main verb we can say is the opened. So this is the tense is simple past. In simple past we have to use two words, that is was and were. So let us do it. The door, we have only one single door, that's why we have to use the word was. The door was opened by Monu. The second example I'll try to give you, it's very easy. Okay, so the second example is Robert is visiting us. Robert is visiting us. Visiting Okay, let's do it. The answer is obviously this us will change into we. Obviously for we the word comes are. We are. Third form of visiting is visited. Every time third form is very much important. We are visited. We are being. See this here, am are is there, so for this we have to use the word being. So we are being visited by Robert. So here's a few examples I will give you as homework. Please do it and write down in the comment box the answer. 1 2 3 4 5. We have read the book. I have written a diary. She will be enjoying the picnic. And a few more sentences I will give you. Rohit had climbed the tree. And the last sentence can be like Sohan plays football. So I hope you're able to see this. It is your homework. Write down in the comment box. And if you have understood, see this once again. I'm just making you understand the rules. If it is simple present, this is just the below word am are is, and for am are is being, for have or has, have has been, and for always, for the present perfect continuous, past perfect continuous, and the future perfect continuous, we do not have to write anything. And for did, was, and were, just the below word, and for was and were, the same word and the being, and for had been, and for will be, and for will be being, for will have been. And this is also very much important. And sometimes you must see the big sentences, so what you can do is write down just 1 2 3 4, and most of the time this method helps, but don't depend on this. Just you need to understand what is subject, what is helping verb, what is main verb, and what is the object, and other things you can write down just at the end. So we'll end up this video. If you like it, please do subscribe the channel, and you can also like, because if you like, I will also like, and you can also do some sharing, because sharing is caring. So thank you for watching. Peace out. Always keep smiling.